Hi guys, in this video I'm going to quickly go over how we can use my ABC strategy to quickly locate and validate trade opportunities. It's been working out very well for myself and my students as well. So with that said, let's jump into this and you can see what I'm talking about. So we use these charts here, which are called market profile charts. They're set up to my specific calibrations to show and print levels, what we can look at as being key levels of supply and demand. And in this instance, we've got this line here printed by the software. And as you can see, price rallied on up exactly into that area and then it rejected. So that was going to be my area of supply. I teach all this in my course, don't worry. So you will know what you're wanting to be looking for. We've also got an extra confluence on another custom time frame chart of this dotted line, which is called a single print area, which is where the market makers algo previously had got aggressive. So when price comes back up into this area, we can look to see that that area gets defended again. And as you can see, that was a double confluence we had there. So this single print area here was in alignment with this point of control here. Very strong confluence there. We can also see, we look to the right, this red horizontal line, that is another indicator of mine set up to show where there's high levels of large resting limit orders. So AKA we can think of that as being big bank levels sitting there of orders waiting to get filled. So price, as you can see, came up into that area and rejected. So that was another confluence. And again, this absorption study triggered of mine as well to show that there was absorption taking place there, which basically means aggressive people buying were getting absorbed by passive sell limit orders, as well as people who were buying taking profits at that area as well. So all these calculations I've done and put it into studies to make life as easy as possible for the trader. We can also get another confluence as well by looking at the footprint chart and seeing the actual live transactions taking place between the buyers and the sellers. And as you can see, price rallied on up with aggressive buying, which are these green numbers here, into the point of interest. Then hopefully you can see there's a massive shift in market structure from the big buy numbers to the incredibly large red negative number there, which means aggressively sellers stepped in there. And we can also see that we had these pin bar rejections as well, which is another confirmation of absorption taking place. So this was in alignment with that red level there and those market profile levels. So multiple confluences we had to take the trade. I did actually take this trade and faded it back to what we call VWAP, which is this magenta line here. That was where I took my profits, as you can see. So this is what I do day in, day out, along with my students. It might look very overwhelming to start off with, but given a few weeks down the line, it will all become clear and you'll realize it's not as hard as it first looks, because my indicators and studies take a lot of the hard work out of the guesswork of validating areas. All right, so that said, I'm done here now. Hopefully you've got a few insights into how I can use my tools and strategies to validate trades fairly simply. And if you've got any questions, reach out to me on my